Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt, and with us this evening I have a product from a brand that has been one of my favorite brands to date since I began taking dietary supplements, and that's Life Extension. And they're kind of known as a general health brand overall, but I see them as something beyond that. There's been a lot of innovation through this company, and they still continue to innovate with ingredients, formulas, steady research and updated research, and keeping up with the latest knowledge and awareness that we have, and applying that to their formulations. And not only do they do that well, and they do it in a way that can benefit people who are, from young to elderly, but they do it in a way that's really very affordable too. And they have a solid reputation, and I'm kissing their ass a bunch, but there's a reason. I would recommend this brand to anybody who's looking to try dietary supplements. And there's some great brands that I love that I absolutely won't recommend to certain people because I know their products aren't for them, and they would have a bad experience with their products even though I love them. This brand, anybody anywhere can benefit from their formulas, truly. And there's like a plethora of health benefits, and you can learn a lot about ingredients through getting a subscription and staying up to date with what they have. They have a world-renowned chair member group that is some of the most prolific people in biology, biochemistry, nutrition, probably like cardiology, other genealogy, like top tier people. This is not basement bathroom tub hoop-de-doop. This is premium, and this is in pursuit of applying nutraceuticals to properly formulated products intended to benefit your health first and wellness, and whatever that may do for your performance, which will likely benefit. There'll be some, but it's not something that's ever going to be really detrimental alongside beneficial. You won't have that issue with Life Extension ever, that I could think of in any way. So, the product here, Cinsulin, awesome product. NC squared and Chromanex 3 Plus are the primary ingredients, and it is what you would call like a GDA. They call that stands for glucose disposal agent. Now, this is a category of over-the-counter dietary supplementation that does not get enough appreciation, in my opinion, for its profound effects on not only your general health and wellness, but body composition changes in regards to stimulating metabolism, and burning body fat while simultaneously retaining more muscle mass and keeping your blood sugar levels optimized and lower, and utilizing carbs in a different way where you can shuttle more of them to glycogen synthesis into your muscles to be used as energy for exercise or muscle protein synthesis, as opposed to nutrient partitioning, as opposed to being stored for body fat. To a certain degree, obviously, if you eat 1,000 calories over your basal metabolic rate plus your calculated exertion rate for the day, and you're eating 1,000 plus past that day after day unless you're on fire. Some people can, and they got it set up where they've worked it that way, but for most people that would be too much, and even something like this might not be able to keep up with that and utilize that, depending on the scenario and the individual. But it can help you utilize something like more carbs. If you keep your fat lower, you keep your protein moderate to high, and you bump those carbs up, this baby is your joint to help you optimize that in response to optimizing body composition. It's also beneficial for folks out there who are utilizing these new peptides that are pharmaceutical strength and being studied as pharmaceutical drugs because of their potency. One that comes to mind in particular for me is a particular one classified as MK677. Most people know it as MK-677. It's called ibutamorin, ibutamorin. It's a grow mimetic, and it a peptide chain that stimulates your body's pituitary to stimulate greater release of growth hormone. So it sends signals and messages. It's the horse whisperer. It's the pituitary whisperer. Hey, we need you to make more growth hormone, please. And it goes, okay. And then you get some more. Now, it's pretty effective, but it can have potentially negative effects on blood sugar levels, and that can affect in increasing triglycerides in your bloodstream and fuck shit up pretty quick. So you got to be on point with how you're using it and how you're eating. I like to take it at night when I've used it, and it worked. It's working well for me now. My arthritis in my hands is disappearing by the day and by the week for sure. It's getting better and better. But having this alongside it, taking it in the evening when I'm eating less and going to bed, but definitely applying this throughout the day, has essentially eliminated the negativity of that issue and made it even more effective and safer. So, what you can learn and what you can do in utilizing that is helpful, and that's something that I found to be very beneficial in that regard. And even if you're using straight somatotropin or whatever, the real deal, it can still benefit that, because that same insulin resistance potential is there. So, getting back to this product, it has serving sizes 1 vegetarian capsule. There's 90 in here. You can take, they suggest taking up to 3 daily, and they suggest taking 1 capsule about 20 minutes prior to a meal, which I think is a good sound suggestion in how to apply that effectively. That's what I've been doing, and I love it. And you get some sick pumps too from it. Like if you eat, if you wait, you take it, and then you hit them carbs up, man, it's really nice. You're popping. I love it. This is the price for this too was incredible. Now I got it on clearance for like I think $13, but I mean, so regular price for this is not even $30, and it has two impressive ingredients that work quite well in here. I don't even know if it was that much. It might have even been less than that. So they have iodine from kelp and bladderwhack, and that comes from the NC. And then they have chromium as Chromin X3. Oh, they have 3 products. Excuse me, 3 ingredients. I apologize. Chromin X3. Chromium stabilized with capros, which is an amyla extract, and an excellent one that I'll talk about that is beneficial for lipid levels and nitric oxide production. We'll get into that one through them. They got a separate product that has that. They also have Prima V purified and standardized shilajit. which has a lot of micronutrients, minerals, and I think folic acid and a few other beneficial general health compounds. And I think my view is it's just primarily a good thing for general health, and it's a kind of ingredient that can bridge and benefit other ingredients and make them more effective, and it's great for general health. I love it, and Primav is a great patented version of that, so good on them for that. Second one is Cinsulin, which is a cinnamon water extract providing 4.375 milligrams of type A polymers. Now, I don't know exactly what those are doing chemically, but I'm assuming it has something to do with glucose metabolism, nutrient partitioning, and benefiting your, and preventing insulin resistance and promoting insulin sensitivity and health. And they talked about some of the biggest factors in lifespan as well as quality of life being maintaining healthy blood sugar levels and blood pressure levels. And these products can help you with both of those. That's another benefit of the Shilajit is healthy blood pressure. And then finally we have INSEE, which is a proprietary composition of demineralized polyphenols from brown seaweeds, kelp, and bladderwrack at 100 milligrams. That's an interesting ingredient, and I love the seaweed. Big algae fan. I love red algae. That's the Ecolonia cava extract. I've already discussed that in other products. I just did a video on spirulina powder, which is a blue algae, and there's even a more potent version of those extracts we're going to review. This is the brown seaweed, and I believe that has to do. There's a brown seaweed that's standardized for a compound that I love called fucoxanthin. It has a plethora of different health and metabolic benefits together. They make a single ingredient version of that as well. So those are some interesting ingredients with a lot of potential. Okay, so I again feel like this one is valuable for a variety of purposes, as I discussed. Price is great, and the brand is synonymous with quality, innovation, and affordability. And so I want to support a brand that brings that to the industry and continues to maintain that within the industry. So again, like Now Foods, Life Extension is pretty much everywhere as far as I know. You can get them at grocery stores, you can get them at your vitamin stores all over the world. Just plug them into your laptop and find the best price for it and check it out. I've really liked this one so far. So thank you everybody for being here. I hope everybody's doing well today. And I appreciate everybody who's checked out this review and checked out and supported my channel so far. Leave me comments if there's other products you'd like me to review or check out, or if you had a different experience with Life Extension or Cinsulin. Leave in the comments and let me know. I'd love to know if it wasn't good too. Not that I'm happy you had a shitty experience, but it helps me understand a little bit better where this product lies overall, or where the products I review lie overall in individual feedback and experience. So, all right, y'all. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Stay strong. God bless.